that. I mean, because Rewald's been the match winner, but they're getting killed in the ruck anyway, so you might as well just have someone who can compete a bit.
So it's Cozzy to do it early. The big margin in the match, 20 points, so the Saints able to get it back. Saad's been very good. Gilbert on the wrong side for him. Nick Reaver, well done. Rance is as good as a kick. Belts it away. Tuck running hard against Hayes. Ball comes out to Ray. Gilbert down low. Clever handball. Sipos has been handy since he's come on. Building the ball for Nick Reaver. Oh! Almost. Gee, had a fair bit of it. Del Santo. Saad versus Morris. Morris is as quick as Saad, but Saad brilliantly done. Can't quite get it out. And in the end, the umpire says, even a very, very clever young player only gets a certain amount of time to release the footy.
Took a lot of Richmond players to actually nail him. He is quick and light and sort of very agile on his feet, not only straight line speed.
They were like a circular firing squad. They had him surrounded, but gee, he was determined to get out of there. I'm not sure anyone really laid a tackle as the ball comes back in from Dempster. Good mark taken by Morris. Nick pleads his case again, getting disgruntled. Morris bounces one to the pocket. Griffiths gathers it nicely. Kept his head back to the run of Morris. Right on the defensive 50. Chips close to the boundary line over the head of Edwards. He's speedy, but he can't keep it in. So we have a boundary throw in on the outer side. 83 plays 74.
Nick Maxwell spoke about the composure there. Just two kicks that just missed the target. And Morris has been great. It's been a great matchup on Milne, but agree with Nick 100%.
So Cozzy gets rid of Marriage. Heard the umpire. Goddard's kick. Well done, Conker. Chased it hard. Griffiths. Gee, good handball, wasn't it? To release Morris like that. And now the hard-running Newman.
Play on! Play on! Play on!
The long-suffering Newman, too, in so many ways, hasn't he? As the captain, over 200 games, not a final. Back he goes. Rance is so physical, Rance. We've seen him with Revolt a lot tonight. That ball misses a target. Batchelor, they were able to work it actually pretty well. Conker's handball was a bit shaky. Batchelor was a bit shaky. Saad couldn't quite. Grigg got it over to Batchelor. And then Batchelor swings it onto the boot. Goddard versus Marriage. Marriage attacked it hard. Tuck to Marriage. Marriage back to Edwards. Edwards looking. Gang tackled. Richmond just can't quite get anything happening at the moment. Saints hold them up, ball up.
That Richmond indecision the last couple of thrusts is that St Kilda had that extra player across half, but Newman from the mark decided to go back, so all of a sudden they've been held back in their tracks.
Edwards took a wrong turn there, right into the pack, but redeems himself cleverly. Foley lengthens things, in trouble. Conker taken down by Graham, and the umpire says no prior opportunity.
It's a hot footy there at the moment. Conker just taking his eyes off it at the last minute.
9 points the margin. Marriage in front. Kosetsky with the run. Wide of the pack, Tuck. Dragged down was Tuck. Sipos virtually hands it across to Malira. Kicks inside the forward 50 and Milne. Well, he's lowered his colours tonight to Morris, but that time did him body to body. Huge kick this one.
He's got to watch the man on the mark here, Morris, that he doesn't jump. So Milne runs around him.
Milne drives at Goldwood, but he's offline. Minor score. Richo.
The Saints have started this quarter really well in the clearances, 3-0. Richmond have got a loose man back, but the Saints have an extra number around the stoppages, and it's helping.
Saints' last 7 scores have been behind. Stevie Milne 1 goal, 3 tonight. Quite a few rushed tonight too, the Saints, 5 of them. So King's long kick forward. Cotchin, that's a brilliant handball to Revolt. Now Jackson's a long kick. He just caressed it to Vickery. Tom was actually talking about Vickery at 3/4 time and thinking aloud that maybe he could be the X factor, because everything he touched early turned to nothing really. I mean, he had plenty of the ball in the first quarter, 8 disposals, but a lot of turnovers.
Yeah, it wasn't Cotchin's handball under pressure just to know where his teammates were, and as soon as they got forward of the congestion, then the easy kick to the lead was on.
He's got beautiful balance, Cotchin, hasn't he? I mean, his hip strength. Now, there's a massive kick for Vickery. 50 metres out. G's got it going. Have a look at that.
Oh.
That is a huge kick. That's a statement. Well, you forgive everything, Dennis, don't you, when you do that? I mean, he's had just a night, I guess, but all of a sudden he's had a really good night.
Have a look at this. Just reminded me of blast from the past. Greg Williams about 20 years ago. Just the ability to know where your teammates are. From the middle of a pack, you find them in space.
Play restarts then. Marriage. Saints desperately need the next goal. Thwarted by the man out of the middle again. Cochin off hands, fell in front. Half chance for Cochin once more. By himself, trying to lift his teammates on his knees. Vickery miscued with a hand pass, trying to get back to Cochin. Montagna chopped it off. A slick hand pass, controlled well by Ray. Keeps it into, goes to Del Santo. Rarely called his name tonight. Del Santo goes to half forward. That's got to be a free kick. Revolt, Nick.
You stop.
No advantage paid, so Nick Revolt has booted two. The battle of the Revolts has petered out slightly since half-time.
Foley's off, subbed out, guys. Marrick in.
Foley has played a good game tonight. Revolt, long ball, and Marriage in classical style, like the ruckman of yesteryear, like Gary Dempsey going up and taking the defensive mark.
Puts himself in fantastic positions.
Rance, that's a big miss, and then he hangs on to Revolt. No free. Good strength there from Martin to Tuck in that 150th. Booming kick to a bloke, and his 100th who was being held on to. And then Jack Revolt down to Jackson. In dispute. Nahas so good. Simpkin gets him high. Really high twice. And Robbie lets him know.
Bit of conversation at the bottom of the pack.
Let him go.
He was conversing on the way down, if you watch this closely.
Gives it to Martin, and then Martin with a very, very, very long goal. Puts an exclamation mark early in the last quarter. It's hard to see the big stop now, isn't it?
Well, I don't know. 20 points. The next move is almost the Tigers. In as much as if they think this game is won, St Kilda still have a chance.
Kicked 6 of the last 7 goals in the match, the Tigers.
Oh, it looks won. You're quite right. But if they think it's won, 20 points is not insurmountable, Tom.
The confidence in the kicking. You take a 45-metre kick, give it to someone 50-metre out. But he's such a good, long, accurate kick, Martin. You'd always give the ball to him there.
So, Saints trail by 20. Ray out of the centre. Moon goes to ground. Batchelor takes the mark. So, Dennis, you think it's a bit like the 2-goal soccer game? It's a dangerous little lead.
It is. It's a test for the Tigers in as much as they need to press on. This is not enough, I don't think, to win them the game. Off hands, it falls behind, but they've got the run with them. The force is with them. Down goes Grigg. Gilbert stood up at a tackle. Wilt under enormous pressure. Nahas was marvellous. Moved from one man to the next. Gilbert, though, got the foot. He comes to Hayes. He's the player they need to lift. Bounces off the chest of Revolt. He's got to work hard to earn a free kick. Rance has been terrific. The umpires haven't helped Nick Revolt. Ball goes out wide. Taken by Stephen. Short. Del Santo tried to bluff the umpire. That's holding it surely. Well, the umpire let them play. Ball comes out wide. Stephen put the body in. Comes to Milne. Centering kick. Armitage. Armitage is 20 metres out directly in front. He's been a star tonight. He's been bowled over a few times. He's paid a hefty price for his number of possessions, but he has been probably their best midfielder.
Great body use. He just knew where the ball was going to land. He just knew his weight had to go into Hooley to just knock Hooley off the line, which he did so well.
So a big kick here. 20 points the difference. Still a heap of time. Dare we say it. Vintage Armitage puts it through. 81 plays 95.
Nick Revolt's important here. I mean, he's forcing the free kick on him at the moment. His competitor as a centre-half forward, Rance, has been forced to give a couple of free kicks away. He's dug deep. It was a lovely kick by Milne coming in, control, and she was a good strong marker. One-on-one with Hooley. But was the goal they had to get, wasn't it?
Yep.
And they do stay in touch. Every centre break now becomes vital.
Good strong, but in the way the game has been set up, and I've seen that, not that one, but I've seen more forwards leading at the ball and getting it on the lead than I have almost the whole season. Happened a lot tonight.
But here's Armitage through the centre, getting a little breakaway. Goddard uses Graham. Normally a long kick, Graham, and he goes that way. Revolt being held on to Surely. And that's what we talked about a moment ago.
Yep. You're not facing the footy and your arms around
Well,
him.
if you're a sport like Nick Riewoldt and you push up at the ball all night like he has, he's taken 9 marks. It's been a fascinating battle with Alex Rance. But as the games go on and it gets deeper and deeper, when you work as hard as he does and keep moving, things do start going your way.
Well, he's had some big kicks, hasn't he, Nick? He's got it home. He's kicked 3. He's having a huge second half. And St Kilda come back hard.
Well, the Tigers now find themselves having to do one of the toughest things in football, turn on again.
I'm just wondering which of the cousins has got his nose in front again. I mean,
It's line ball, Bruce. Heads are bobbing. But if you're calling the race, Revolt wins.
Revolt went out hard and Revolt's coming home hard.
Just Nick Revolt, St Kilda captain. This has been a terrific second half. He's really leading up. We heard Richo talk about his work rate, standing up, kicking the goals. He's dragging his club along with him at the moment.
The balance is swung, but the names remain the same. That's not a contradiction. The Revolts, Jack started it earlier tonight, and now it's Nick who's trying to finish it. Back goes Newman, taken down. There'll be umpire Chris Newman, who made his debut against the Saints. Round 9 of 02. His first opponent was Brett Voss.
And Blake was in the centre bounce in the ruck work, so they've rolled the dice a little bit on Jack Riewoldt's opponent, one of the other defenders.
Bad news for the Saints there too. Armitage came up limping. There's Graham, beats a would-be tackler. Sipos, who should be fresh. Del Santo got his road a little. Kick inside the forward 50. All Tigers. And going back, the mark is taken down there by Rance. What a duel that's been down there. He's lowered his colours, but he's a terrific competitor. And the game now, again, back in the balance. 8 points the difference. There's going to be a free kick. It's going against Conker. And will go to Saab. No, it's not.
It's your kick.
Your kick.
It's your kick. It's where it's from. It's
That's
your
right.
kick, Brendan.
No, yeah.
Furthest point forward. You can see the free kick there on the
Straight
right,
to him.
but it will go to the man tending the
Right
mark.
here.
That's
Time off,
Goddard.
stay there.
And this will go over the top to Graham, who's a thumping kick. Graham's got the football. It'll open up for the right footer. And the hopes of both teams now will ride on this kick.
It's your line.
It was an interesting free kick, that one. I'm not sure who was holding who, to be honest, but St Kilda got the benefit of the umpire's call.
Graham hasn't kicked a goal this year. Distance won't be a problem. Neither will direction. He puts it through. Oh, how about this? The Saints have come storming back. Just 2 points the difference.
Well, you're so right 5 minutes ago, that 20-point lead, but St Kilda's response has been fantastic. Not sure what was going on with Conker and Saab. That was hard to pick up, but what a decisive free kick as it's turned out. I mean, Richmond were going to be released from half-back, and then suddenly the turnover, Goddard delivers, and as Dennis said, Graham's a thumping kick, and he thumped it, and thumped it long and straight, and St Kilda within a kick. Great game of footy with a big ending.
All of a sudden, I think St Kilda got the momentum, but they started to win the clearances a little bit. I think just the last few minutes, they've been getting the ball from the crunches.
Well, Lee, this is where we were at half-time. 2-point game. Cochin got it. Hayes couldn't take it. And Cochin to fall forward. Good mark by Dempsey. That was a stunning mark. Graham, who just kicked the goal.
Yours.
Gilbert. Del Santo. Slow kick. Blake had to protect it. He got a bit of a high one. Montagna sweeps it to Gilbert. And then Gilbert's handball okay to Ray. Loves to run and carry Ray. Sets it up to fall forward. At the back, Milne. Does he get the right bounce? Jones runs in hard at Rance. Well done, Edwards. Ellis thumps it back. Goddard attacked it. That ball's hard. Jackson and Goddard. Jackson gave it up. Del Santo, normally good with ball in hand, caresses it to full forward. Saad couldn't take it. Revolt puts a tackle on. Graham's kicked 2 goals this year within a minute, and the Saints are in front.
That was absolutely brilliant. On that occasion, it was Ellis had the ball for Richmond, and knowing the rules, you can't kick the ball towards the boundary line. He's had to bring the ball back inside. So the rules have worked a treat to keep the ball alive. Here's the kick here. And in that bygone era, would have gone wide to the boundary, but had to centre it up. This contact, head down here by Goddard. Just terrific contested footy.
They just keep coming up with the footy at the moment, haven't they? The last 5 minutes, St Kilda from the Dempster mark that started the surge from the back 50. Whenever there's a contest just this last few minutes, it's the Saints coming up with the footy.
Hasn't Dempster improved his marking since he's been playing on taller players?
That was a great mark, wasn't it? Time with the lead tonight. St Kilda 8 minutes. Richmond 98 minutes. Trying to force his way out of the middle there was Blake. Went to ground. Spills towards Malera. Taken by Jones at the feet of Graham. He's playing inspired football. Bounces it inside the 50. Coming up to meet the ball with Saad. Putting the body in Malera. Picked up by Jackson. Hand passes out wide. Breaking away as Newman. Goes short. Kept his head. Marriage the hand pass to Deledio. Deledio kicks inside the forward 50. Jack is back. Jack has taken the mark 25 metres out. Slight angle. And you'd pick him to kick this.
Well, they rolled the dice. They put Blake into the ruck, and that's really got St Kilda going again, or it's part of the reason he's been in there during that period. But the price you pay is Simpkins just hasn't looked like they're able to beat Rewald in those body-to-body duels early in the game, and just then.
Psychology of football, it's crazy, isn't it? Challenged and overtaken. They bounce back. Win it out of the centre. Rewald kicks a goal.
So 6 goals for Jack Revolt. Only half that number for Nick, but he's played a colossal game as well. And this match has just had the lot. It's been a wonderful game. It's been so exciting, so many highlights. A rather dour third quarter, the second half of the third quarter, but it set up the final term. Richmond got to a 20-point lead. St Kilda came storming back. And Jack Revolt kicks the goal.
Well, Scotty Waters said at three-quarter time how important Blake is, and they need 2 of him. Well, it's turned out to be the case. He's gone into the middle, and he's rucking beautifully. They're winning the clearances 7-2 this quarter, but then again, Rewalt gets that mark so hard.
8th time the lead has changed in the match. A lot of that in the second quarter. Sipos has kicked forward. Saad can sniff it. Doesn't get the bounce. And then Jones belts the ball forward. Batchelor was so strong there. Stephen. Still Stephen. Jones swings the handball out. Malera. Malera. They're in front again. Can it get any better than this? This game of footy.
Oh, I hate to say it, Bruce, but I think he should have gone over the top.
Dennis, killjoy.
Yeah, he kicked the goal, but he had about 3 St Kilda. We'll have a look at it here in the replay. About 3 St Kilda teammates.
What about the Jones handball?
Oh, fantastic. Into the centre corridor where it's dangerous. Again, there's a lot of St Kilda players around Malera, but he thought I'll finish it myself. Which he did. Well, if you can pick the winner of this game, you're doing well. It's just end-to-end footy.
And we've talked a lot about the Revolts tonight, but what about the small forwards and their contribution?
Yeah. Really dangerous, both ends.
Just needs Stephen Mill to come to the party now. Potential match winner, lurking in the shadows. That's where he operates best. Bounce, Marriage hooks it down. Deledio tries to crash his way through. Martin on the assist. Sipos has been good. The hand pass, though, goes wide of Del Santo, taken by Hooley. Gave it to Edwards. Forward to Grigg. Del Santo got him. Graham applies a tackle on Edwards. Great tackling. Up came Stephen, jarred the ball loose, and the ball goes out of bounds.
Just saw the value of tackling. They were off Richmond, but the St Kilda player just laid tackle after tackle after tackle.
What a game. Tossed in. Both sides deserve the 4 points, really. It will be a side that's sad and sorry after this one. Rance got it from Grigg. Inside the forward 50. Rewalt launched himself. Falls to King. Nunes did well. Hard against the boundary line. Tom Harley likes him. That's a recommendation. Goes short. Sipos has got the football. Montagna, Saints lead it by 4. Still oodles of time. 50-50 ball. Look out. Coming up the ground, Marek. Goddard swung a boot at it. Edwards put their head down. Graham, terrific in this final term. Again, indecision from Gilbert. Breaking the pack is Marek. Goes down towards full forward and Jack. Revolt goes in and makes it 7. Tigers back in front.
Gee, what a tackle on Goddard, eh? What a tackle on Goddard.
Well, we talk often about missed tackles, but on this occasion, Marek's the fresh player. He's come on as a sub. And we see it here.
Have a look at this. They were off. There was a St Kilda player on the wing by himself. But Ed, who was it, I think? Edwards wasn't who laid the tackle.
So Revolt was 7 for the 3rd time in his career, Richo.
Oh, it's unbelievable down here. Players are coming on and off. They're all absolutely spent. Jack Stephen just come off with a sore right shoulder. There's still probably 10 minutes of game time to go. There's a lot of players really starting to struggle.
Oh, remarkable match. He's getting better by the minute. Cochin, Martin, and then long. Now where's Jack? He's running back hard. The bounce of the ball. And behind a collective sigh all around this ground. It's a massive crowd tonight. I think it's the biggest crowd for the year at Etihad. We'll check on that in a minute. Dempster's quick kick in. Marek has been so good. Can he break the tackle? Not really. Sipos has been handy, hasn't he? Del Santo draws to Hayes. Hayes looks up. He's normally a beautiful kick, isn't he? He kicks it towards Stevie. Milne played it cleverly. Couldn't find the footy. Now he does. Can he conjure? No, that's not a good effort by Milne. And then Morris runs it over.
What about the courage and commitment of these Richmond players here?
Oh, that's where I reckon you just got to be. I mean, they know they collided with each other, but just the desperation at the moment. Sometimes one of those players probably should have just sensed the teammate in position.
Problem was both desperados, Morris and Rance. They know no fear. Cochin in desperate trouble. Hooks it over his own shoulder there, and the ball goes across the boundary line and out of bounds. Morris just jumping right at the boundary.
I reckon when you're a young, terrific attendance. I reckon when you're a young building side, you almost forgive that.
Just got to go. Yeah.
Tap by Kaczynski. Hurley building forward. Sipos brought down by Batchelor. Good play, Batchelor to Hurley. Another one-on-one. Noons and King. King and Noons. Good contest. Comes to Deledio. And Deledio up and under. Back into the heart of the centre square. Belted forward by Jackson. Dempster, can he deliver? He took one sensational mark in this quarter. Del Santo searching in that crowd, by the way, 4,000 more than any other game at Etihad this year. Previous best 45 in the opening round of the season. The Bombers and the Kangaroos.
They're good judges, Bruce, aren't they? They know when to come out. Marriage knocks it down. Martin at close quarters. Cochin, wonderful stuff. Breaks a tackle. Loses his strides. Kicks it down towards half forward. Revolt. Tackle by Dempster. Got boot to ball. Saints with the numbers back. Awkward bounce. Now a chance for Nahas. Brilliant from one knee. Gave it to Revolt. Over the top to Ellis. The 18-year-old storms into goal and kicks it. And the Tigers lead. They stretch it by 6 points. It's out to 9.
Robbie Nahas has just been sensational, hasn't he? I mean,
Just so quick.
He had 3 guys against him.
Well, what he is they're really agile at ground level, and one of his techniques is just to sort of drop in the tackle, so it makes it very hard for the tackle to be laid without it being high. But just the ability to flick the ball out then to find Rewalt. Good finish under pressure.
Their working close has been terrific. They're winning the contested ball. There's Benny Gale, the CEO, in the middle of that pack there. Not quite getting out of his set.
He's praying.
But their ability to spread the ball with long, sort of 5 to 7 metre handballs, get it out in the space has been terrific.
Cochin broke the tackle, got it through in the first place.
So Blake went early. Cochin again. Jackson, well played. They've responded so far, the Tigers. Good kick coming from Conker to King. Feel like they've almost got control of their own destiny now, Richmond. One more goal. So King loads up to full forward and Blake belts it over the line. So The Saints have been so brave tonight. They've been able to score heavily, we know that, but they need 2 more goals in the next 4 minutes. So for one team, a glorious victory, and for the other, really painful to defeat on a night like tonight.
Got onto himself and he breaks away, kicks to the outer side. Big pack at the drop, lurking behind his conker. Sweeps it wide, Marek settles, drives it long down towards full forward. Tigers have got the numbers down here. Loose ball at the back, getting back. Well played by Gilbert that time. Swings it out wide. In transition, this is Sipos, uses the ball well generally. Goes short to Jones. That's going to be 50. He wants to play on that. This won't be allowed, and I think that's going to hurt the Saints. Well, there you go.
You can't call advantage for a 50-metre penalty.
No, more's the pity for the Saints because Ray was galloping away. No one up ahead. Comes across towards Goddard. Wobbles it down towards full forward. Dropped at the back there by Kozetski. Taken by Milne. I think he's missed everything. Out of bounds on the fall. Had more time than he knew. A lot more time.
So 5 shots tonight, Stevie, for 1 goal. It's just a real chance there, wasn't it? Goddard didn't really get the torpedo going, but the chaos-type ball gave Milne the chance. They're not going to get many more chances, you think. Marriage, so well done. Tuck. A bit of an up and under. Delidio's just come off the interchange. Can he hang on to it? He does so well.
Forward.
And now they're on. Jack's kicked 7. Waits for the footy. 1 bounce, 2 bounces. He's got 8 on the back of his jumper, and he's got 8 goals tonight.
Well, I got to say, Bruce, I don't like that to win a football match. Bloke comes on through the interchange.
What do you call it?
Un-Australian. That's just sneaky.
But I don't think anyone could do that for Richmond tonight.
No. Richmond would have been really hard-pressed had they lost this. I mean, they deserved to win. It would have been a travesty of justice had they lost, but I just don't like it. Did someone come off or did they wait and time it?
Yeah, we just got cleared. Delidio came off interchange and made the extra play to get there. There's some talk of actually like making the interchange happen straight away. Something say you can't hang. I don't think he was on interchange for 30 seconds waiting.
No.
But at least to make you go on and off.
His arm.
Australian
Take your kick, Jason Blake. Drag his arm. He drags his arm down. Play on.
There goes Hayes out of the middle. But you feel that the bird has flown. Milne told to play on inside the last 3 minutes. Drives it long. Revolt. Did he touch it? Oh, well, he did.
Touch off the mark.
On the straight.
106 plays 121. Well, the Tigers, in the space of 6 days, have handed Damien Hardwick his best week, I think, as a coach, without question. And I would say one of the most exciting weeks in his illustrious football career as the ball comes to half-back and Tuck just glides up like a butterfly and takes the mark.
This is where you just go down the line. Don't worry about the coming inboard. Just kick it down the line. Try and keep it wide.
It's just been one of the outstanding games. Drives it beyond the wing. Towering this time. Gilbert takes the mark. No time to finesse. Saints have to drive it long. But even then, you think it's a forlorn hope. Gilbert from half-back. Drives it. Revolt can't get to the contest. Hit him in the face, actually, off hands. Morris has been the master of Milne. Gave it to Hooley. Across it comes to Batchelor. And now the run comes from Grigg.
Well done, cut off by Dempster, and then Malera to Stephen, to Hayes, to Graham, who's kicked 2 in this last quarter, to Jones, sweeps it out wide, to Ray, off a step, kept his cool. Armitage has been good. Gee, Armitage and Jones are like twins, aren't they? The mummy twins.
Yeah, and they're all bad kicks that got the footy there. They were trying to sort of get it to somebody. It was a good kick.
He knows he has to get this on the boot quickly. Can't waste time.
45 metres out. Good looking kick. And Armitage kicks his second last quarter goal.
Okay.
Back to 9 points. Centre clearance suddenly becomes an issue, important.
Well, that more goals in front, there is minutes to go. When there's 1 minute to go and 2 goals, you can still win it. See? They need a really quick centre square clearance, however, St Kilda.
Well, the game...
Or in fact, 2 of them.
A game deserves a really close finish.
Well, the way it's been going.
So 6-2 to St Kilda, 6-2 to Richmond in this term. Shades of the second term, and it was 6-2 to 6-1. It's like Kooyong with goalposts. 121 to 112. Rucks go at it. One down by Blake. We've got a whistle. St Kilda getting a free kick. Well, the centre square takeaway they desperately needed was gifted to them. Del Santo, the long ball. Revolt lifts, can't take the mark. Mill at the foot of the pack. Comes to Jones. Charged down by Marrick. In goes Batchelor. Claimed by Jones. Graham's got it. They've got him. And the umpire calls for it.
Did a good job, didn't he, Rance, to get his back into Riewoldt. He had full leap at the football, Riewoldt, but Rance just was able to chest him under the footy.
So third man up, Sard gets it out to Blake, to Goddard. Ricochets back. Blake off a step. Oh! Might have got a Brownlow vote if he kicked that.
His good nerves here. Just control the tempo of the footy here. Get the uncontested ball here, Richmond. The skipper loved his game. His discipline in setting up across halfback's been great.
Well, we came here expecting a lot tonight, and we've had that and some, as Newman's long ball and strong mark by Revolt. Gee, I wonder who is the Ian Stewart medalist, because Revolt's kicked 8. There's been so many good players out there tonight.
Eight's always been a good bag, but in modern footy, eight's probably worth about 15 in past eras.
Well, it's the biggest bag for the season by any player. So Richmond, what a week they've had. Hawthorn by 10 goals at the MCG, and even a sterner test tonight against the Saints, who have been so good themselves, as Goddard loads it up. And look at that response around the ground.